Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I'll be showing you how to create a professional Android application for any kind of website. And for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll be creating an application for a particular website, which is the Daily Post. So I'll start with the configuration of the app, but with the app name Daily Post, then choose the app icon. I have this as my app icon. Then moving to the advanced setting, I'll be changing all of this color to red, this, alright. Now moving to the package name, as usual I have my identifier here. The project name will still be the name of our app, but make sure there is no any space within it. So create our application. Now this is the first page in our view tab, and this page will be the welcome page for this app. So and I'll be designing it now. I'll be setting the graffiti to center vertical, center horizontal, the layout graffiti as well, center vertical, center horizontal. Now I'll be bringing in an image view and then a progress bar. So this image view will contain an image, which I will need to add the image from my gallery. So this is the image I will be adding. I need to rename it Daily Posts. Okay, let me save this to my collection. Now I can go ahead to add this to my work. Alright, now I'll be setting the width to match parents, and then the scale type to center crop. Alright, now I'll be changing the color of the background color of this layout to red. Okay, now the next thing I will be doing here is to make to remove the toolbar and the status bar for this project, for this page. So I'll be doing that here, status bar and the toolbar, portrait and unspecified. Okay, now we have this, but before I forgot, I need to resize this progress bar. I need to set the weight to 50. I'll be setting the height to 50 as well, 50. So then the next thing is that the progress bar style should be in circle mode, and the intermediate should be true. So then we are done with this page. Now the next thing is to move on to the event tab and instruct this page the action we want it to take. Now we move on to the event tab on create event. Now in this on create event, we'll be coming to the component, and in component we'll be adding two components. Firstly, we'll be adding an intent component, and secondly we'll be adding a timer component, Now I'll be adding my blocks. I have this timer after, then I'll be bringing the intent component to set screen, start activity and finish activity. Now I'll be setting this timer to timer, and here I'll be adding 4000 milliseconds. So what this is all about is that this timer component, I want whenever I launch this app, I want this particular page to show for some seconds. I want it to just show for just 4 seconds, and that's why I'm adding 4000 milliseconds. This 4000 milliseconds means 4 seconds. So after this page has loaded for 4 seconds, I want the page to move on to the next page that I'll be creating now. So I'll be adding the intent. I'll set this to intent. Here I can set the screen because I haven't created the new page, so I'll be creating the new page here. Add a new page, and this page will be our web page. So, and here we'll be having, for the purpose of this app, I'll be needing a drawer for this project. So I'll be removing the status bar. Okay, so we're having only the toolbar and the drawer here, and we'll leave the screen orientation to portrait and the keyboard to unspecified. Now you add the page, so we can move on to the main page, event tab, and the on-create to set our screen to this web activity. So what I've done so far is that whenever our app is launched and we find ourselves in this page, I want this progress bar to load for 4 seconds, and then it will automatically take us to the new page we created. So this is our web page, and now I'll be designing this web page, and it's nothing much than to bring in our foreground, which is the linear V. We set the padding to 0. You set the width to match parents, and now we can be bringing in other items I will be needing on this page. So on this page I will be adding 3 items. I'll be adding a progress bar, a web view, and a navigation bar. So for me to add a navigation bar, I need to set it to wrap content, so I can have this space to add my navigation layout. So let me set this to match parents, and then bring back the navigation bar by setting the weight of the web view to 1. Now we have our progress bar, the web view, and the navigation layout. So the progress bar, I will need the horizontal type this time around, and I'll be setting the height to 4, and then I guess the scale Y, I need to set this to 5. Okay, and lastly I'll be making the background color to be white. So I'm done with this. Now I'll be moving on. We don't have anything much to do on the web view, so we'll be moving on to the navigation bar. And in this navigation bar, I will be setting the padding to 0 to have the original size. Now then I'll be adding the image views that I'll be needing. I need 4 image views here to show 4 icons on this project. So let me resize them. I will be setting their width to 85, all of it to 85. Now I'll be bringing in the icons to these image views. I'll need to add the icons from here. I'll need the gray color icons, so let me quickly add them. Now I have all of my icons ready here. I will be adding them on the view tab here. This will be the back arrow, while this will be the forward. This will be for the close, and lastly we have the home icon. So all of these are the icons I will be using for this project. Now we move on to the event tab in order to instruct this app, this page, the action it's going to perform. So on this event tab, I will be adding this block and the web view block. So this, I want my progress bar should be gone, and the web view should load this URL. Next thing is to, before I forgot, I need to change the background color of this layout to white. Now I'll be setting this icon, going to the event tab. So this is the backward icon, and what I want here is, this time around I'll be using the control block, where I'll be having the if then else block. Now watch what I will be doing. So what I've just done here is that whenever this image view icon is clicked, if the web view can go back, then let it go back, else you should just set the screen back to the web page. So I'll be moving on to the next icon, which is the forward icon. So we'll be having the if then block, and come to the view tab, the view block rather, and let's have this. If the web view can go forward, then web view should go forward. Select your web view, select your web view. So that's all with this as well. Now we move on to the third one, which is the stop loading block. It is just like a cancel block. So here we'll just be having a single block here, that is the web view should stop loading. That is, whenever that icon is clicked, if the web view is loading, it should just stop loading at once. Now, and lastly, we move on to the last icon here, which is the home icon. And all we need here is to just set our screen back to the home page, back to the web page rather. Intent, this is your web activity and intent, and that is all. Now the next thing is to connect this progress bar to our web view. So what you do, you click on the web view and come to the event tab. So here we have the on page start and the on page finish. The first one just means that whenever the page is loading, when the page starts to load, while the other one is when the page finish loading. So we click on the on page start. Now what I want here is that I want to make my progress bar to be visible whenever the page starts loading. That means our progress bar should indicate if the page is still loading or not. So this should be visible. Select, and then we move on to the on page finished. So here our progress bar should be gone. Progress bar should be gone. So what I've done here is that whenever the page finish loading, then the progress bar will just disappear, while the first one is whenever the page the web view starts loading, then the progress bar will show, so that to indicate that our web view is loading. And that is all for now. So we'll go ahead to run our app and see what we have done so far. So now with our application have done building, so let's install and see what we've done so far. Okay, I will need to turn off my airplane mode in order to have my connection on. Okay, my data is on already. So let's open. Can you see our welcome page is opening, and after 4 seconds it's going to load our web page. So can you see our web page? We are waiting for it to load. Alright, can you see? So we have our daily throws here. Sorry, the network is poor in my area presently, so that's why the loading is too slow. So let me open this particular news. Okay, so now that I've opened this news, let me go back. Can you see it has go back? Then let's go forward again. So it has come forward. Then also let me go back and load another link, so I will be able to cancel. Let me see, maybe it's going to cancel. Can you see it has cancelled? And when I click on this home page, it's going to restart the entire page. Can you see that? So that's all what we've done so far. Then also, okay, the next thing I need to show you is the drawer. So when you click on this icon at the top left corner side, then you will see we're having a drawer here. So in our next video, I would like to stop here for this video. In the next video I will be showing you how to design this drawer and how to add more functions to it. You can see we have this drawer again here beside this daily post. You can see, so exactly what we have here is what I will be showing you how to design in this our drawer here. Alright, see you in the next video.